In the previous video, we talked about what is exception. Now in this video, we'll talk about what is exception handling in Blue Prism. Exception handling is a mechanism to detect and handle runtime errors so that normal flow of the project can be maintained. Every potential problem would need to be identified and handled within the process or business objects. Advantage of exception handling is it maintains the normal workflow of the project and stop abnormal termination. For example, if we apply exception handling mechanism, then it can continue to run the next stage without throwing an error. We can display user-friendly error message to the user to describe about errors instead of predefined exception. So whenever you will have seen, whenever an error occurs, then we get a predefined inbuilt error. But if you'll apply exception handling here in your process, then you can throw the specific customized error message. For example, if input file is not available at the given location, then instead of showing exception message like file not found with the inbuilt error message, you can show a custom message like input file is not available at the given location, please do the needful. You can take right action to resolve errors. What actions you can follow? You can log an error, it means you can mark that error and you can move with the next item. You can send an email to user for error occurred. It means if that file is not available, so you cannot do anything instead of sending an email and stopping the boot. We can look for the missing resources like input file, application, or like browser, like whatever browser you are requesting, that URL you are requesting. If that is offline, then you can just go and check that. If that is offline, then you can just send an email to business. You can notify them. We can correct the errors also. So while doing the testing, if we get any exception, we can correct the errors. We can recover if application or browser crashes. If this application has any issue, you can restart that. You can stop that, close that application for the time being, and then start as a fresh. So you can recover that also. Next, you can retry the stage up to the retry limit to fix an error. You can retry. There are many scenarios where only with the retrying you can fix that error. So we can retry up to 2 times, 3 times like that, and we can fix that issue. We have seen how to use a wait stage to allow a business object to pause for an application, but we have not considered yet what to do if our wait stage times out. Maybe a simple retry is enough to resolve an issue, or maybe there is something unusual with the data we are working. So retry is of no use. In this scenario, it would be better to mark exception and move on. Sometimes we need to restart the target application to fix the issue. In some scenario, we have no choice. We just need to stop our process, notify to client, and stop the process. For example, if requested website is offline, input file is not available, invalid credential, etc. So we just need to send an email to that client and stop the process. We need to apply exception handling in object and process as well to make our project robust and exception free. So we'll have to apply exception handling in each and every pages of object and process. When we do testing of our process, then most of the common problems, most of the common errors appear that time, and then we can fix that errors, and by that way we can make our project robust and exception free. And to apply this exception handling, we'll use few exception handling stages. We have exception stage, recover stage and resume stage. So with the use of all these stages, we will apply exception handling in our process. So in the next video, we'll talk about exception stage.